Hello. Hi. I'm live on both YouTube and Instagram over here. Um, Pause due to poor connection. I was a bit scared of that. We'll see how this goes. The internet's been a bit dodgy today. So we'll see how this goes because I'm doing two live streams at the same time. So testing it here. Anyway, I see some people have started joining, at least on Instagram. So hi there. Hi, I'm for those of you who don't know me, I am Maluko Lorin, the founder of Talu, a natural dye house in beautiful West Wicklow in Ireland. And well, if you're here, you probably already know that I am. Well, the doors are open. Registration is open for my online comprehensive natural dyeing workshop, Living Color with the Five Elements, but only until tomorrow at midnight Irish time. So you can still register if you're interested. And yeah, I mean, doors will only be open until tomorrow Irish time. And the thing is, tomorrow midnight Irish time. And the thing is, they won't be opening again. And that is kind of, I guess, the first question I've been getting. Is it for real? Are you seriously not going to be offering this workshop anymore? And yeah, it's true. I won't be offering this workshop anymore. This is the last iteration of the Living Color with the Five Elements workshop. And that is because, well, this I've been doing this workshop since 2020. I started it in lockdown. I shot it very precariously during lockdown, and I'm really proud of it. The information is amazing. It's wonderful. But I think it has come well, it's more part of a personal, like, personally I'm not I think I want to kind of redo it. So it'll be a totally different course. The information pretty much, the information is going to be there. It's just going to be a different format, a different name, and a different offering. So that's why this is the last iteration of the Living Color with the Five Elements workshop. I'm going to be focusing on developing a different one after this. And I wanted to go out with a bang because it's been a very rewarding workshop for me. It's been a and for the students, I think it's been great so far. And so I just wanted to go out with a bang. That's why we're doing one last launch, which finishes tomorrow. So if you're still thinking about it, well, don't think about it too much because doors close tomorrow. Well, this is a live Q&A session. So if any of the people joining have any questions, just pop them in the comments or in the chat and I'll be answering them. Otherwise, I'll be reading through some of the questions that people have asked me via email or DM or whatever over the past few days that the doors of enrollment have been open. So yeah, thanks for joining, and just let me know if you have any questions. Meanwhile, well, I guess seeing as this is the last iteration of the Living Color with the Five Elements workshop, I guess one of the questions I also get is, what if I wait for the next course? Like, why do I have to join now? Why can't I just wait for the next one? And you most certainly can. There's nothing against waiting for the next workshop, but it'll be definitely pricier. That's one. And second, if you get in today, you start learning this week. Doors close tomorrow at midnight, and the modules are all released on Thursday. So for those who have joined already, you'll start learning on Thursday, if you want. So you start learning this week, and the great thing is, if you do eventually want to join whatever next course I put out, which I still don't know the name, I still don't have the format. I'm not focusing on that yet because I'm focusing on this one. If you ever want to join that, you'll be able to upgrade, and you'll be able to upgrade for a cheaper price than people buying it new. So basically, you can look at it as a future investment. If you really want to invest in your natural dyeing journey, in your natural dyeing craft, and you want to start learning now, I recommend you join now. And then when the new course offering comes along, which I don't know when that'll be, because life happens and there's other things I'm doing. So whenever that comes out, you'll be able to upgrade if you want, for a much cheaper price than people getting it brand new. So that's a perk. That's one reason to to join in the Living Color with the Natural Element, with the 5 Elements workshop now. And as I said, the information is going to be pretty much the same. It's mostly the structure and the format. So like you're getting great value by getting it now. Because yeah, again, you get it cheaper, and then you can then upgrade, and you start learning this week, which is if you put something off, then are you really going to do it? I know I'm the kind of person that likes to jump at things, and if I'm going to learn something, I have to start learning it now. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep not doing it, procrastinating. And many of you might be the same as me. I think it's a common thing among creatives. Again, we're doing a live Q&A for those of you who are just joining. So if you have any questions about the Living Color with the 5 Elements workshop, which closes doors tomorrow, feel free to ask them in the chat or in the comments. I'm both live on YouTube and on Instagram. So feel free to drop your questions there. Otherwise, I will keep on reading some questions that have been asked via email or DM. Okay, yeah, a big one is, are the modules live or pre-recorded? Now, the modules themselves are pre-recorded, so you can complete them pretty much at your own pace. You don't have to be, hello there. You don't have to be waiting for me to release them, or you don't have to be, we are all in different time zones. We all have different occupations. You don't need to be booking a certain specific time for, joining a Zoom call or then worrying about watching the recording or whatever. So the workshops are there. They are pre-recorded. You can navigate them at your own time whenever you want. If you're free at 3 a.m. in the morning and that's when you feel like learning, you can do it. If you, if you want to do it in little bits while, I don't know, if you have children, while they're napping, you want to pop on your earphones and go through the modules, you can do that. So you don't have to be waiting for a live delivery of the modules. But the workshop also comes with an access to a virtual community. So if you have any questions at any point, you can just ask in the workshop forum, and I'll be answering your questions as fast as I can. So as soon as I see them, I'll be answering questions. So you pretty much get your questions answered. I'm not going to say immediately, because I'll be sleeping and doing other things, but within the next 24, 48 hours, you get your questions asked. So that's pretty cool. Plus, one of the bonuses that I'm offering this time are, which I haven't offered before in previous iterations of the workshop. So this is a new one. You'll get monthly Q&A sessions via Zoom, or troubleshooting sessions. So if you run into any problem or have any big question that you kind of feel like you need me to walk you through it, or that we need to look at whatever you're doing, we have monthly Q&A sessions over Zoom. So you can answer you can ask your questions just by typing them on the chat, and you get an almost immediate response. Or you can wait for the monthly Zoom session, and I can be really invested and really help you out. And the great thing is the whole group learns from those questions. So that's a new thing that I'm offering that wasn't in previous iterations of the workshop. So that's one of the cool bonuses. But yeah, again, the workshops are pre-recorded, so you can navigate them at your own time. Well, I'm just going to keep on reading some of the questions I've got. Seems like everybody has got it so far. But yeah, if there's any reason why you're still on the fence and you haven't decided why you want to join this workshop, then shoot me a question. I'll answer it live. Otherwise, you can just, if you're shy, you can also ask me via DM or email. I'll be stuck to my computer from today until tomorrow at midnight, answering any questions if people have them. Another question I get is, what if I don't have much time to commit to an online workshop? What if I'm a very busy person and I don't have much time? And again, well, one of the things is the modules are pre-recorded. All the material is there. You don't just get videos, you also get notes, PDF notes. So you can just watch the video once to get the hang of the technique, and then you can just refer to your notes whenever you're actually doing things. So, whenever you have some spare time. And also, and this is something I'm also just offering for the first time now, you get lifetime access. So the course is not going to go away. Once you pay, it's yours forever. And if I do update it, you either get the update straight away, or you'll get the option to upgrade to whatever new iteration, whatever new workshop I release. So so it's yours forever. You know, this version is yours forever. You get to keep it. It will not expire. And again, this is a new thing. In previous versions of this course, I would only give you a 1-year access. So, you know, 1 year seems like a lot, but maybe for some people it wasn't enough. So, you know, this time you get lifetime access. You don't need to be worrying about time. So that's a really nice thing. All right. Well, see, people are very quiet, which is fine. I guess the workshop page has been clear enough. If you don't have any questions, but something else I've been asked is, can't I just learn this on the internet? And yes, you can. You most certainly can. You can spend hours looking on the internet for answers to your questions, for the techniques. You can experiment, do a trial and error. That's a big part of how I learned, actually. So it is definitely possible. If you have a very hands-on attitude and you're not scared of kind of making mistakes and you know, testing things out, like if you're patient and you've got the mindset for it, definitely you can learn this on the internet 100%. But if you prefer to have someone guide you, if you prefer to you know, to not have to go through the whole trial and error and testing and getting results that you were not expecting, if you just want to have the peace of mind that what you're doing is a proven and tested and, you know, a proven way to do things, and that you'll get great results, then, you know, by all means join the course instead and save yourself the time and the effort and the energy of having to go through the trial and error and go through the looking on the internet and go through the different contradiction information. If you've ever tried to look for stuff on the internet regarding natural dyeing, there's a lot of contradicting information on the internet. There's a lot of blogs claiming that certain things will dye a certain color when they won't, or that certain technique is done this way when it is not, or that salt is a mordant. Salt is not a mordant. So, you know, I've just saved you some time scouring the internet with that one. So yeah, if you just want to save yourself the time and the hassle and, you know, why not just learn from someone who's done it before? Why not spare yourself the looking on the internet for the right answer? Another big one, and this is with regards to price. Do you offer payment plans? Yes, we have payment plans. So the cost of the price of the workshop is 397 euro if you pay in full. So that's a one-time payment, and you get access to everything for, you know, the rest of your life. But you can also pay with payment plans, and that is 2 payments of 237 euro. So basically, you pay 237 euro now, and then 1 month later, in 1 month, you pay 237 euro again, and the workshop is yours to keep forever. All the course materials are yours to keep. So that is all the 12 video modules, all the PDF downloadable notes and extra worksheets, all the additional references. You get access to our community, our forum, you know, for the rest of your life. So you can keep asking questions if you want. You get access to all the bonuses. So that's the red book on how to get consistently great results with red bearing dye stuff. So stuff like madder, root, like avocado, skins and stones, which are a simple enough dye stuff, but they, you know, there's certain tricks and tips and tricks that'll help you get even better results with that. Redwoods madder. Yeah, so the red book is one of the bonuses, which I had not offered before. I had only offered the cochineal workshop, which is, you know, plenty, but you still get the red book, which is specific for red dye stuffs, which can be tricky. Another of the bonuses is, what's the other one? The modifier handbook. So you can learn how to modify your colors with different common modifiers, which are very easy to find. They're not very, they're not specialized ingredients at all. So with these common modifiers, you can modify your colors to create a whole kind of color palette from just one dye source. So you don't even need that many dye sources to achieve a variety of colors. So you get that as well as a bonus. And these are new. These I had not offered before. So you get all that for a single payment of 397 euro or 2 payments of 237 euro. So that's really cool. Well, I'm going to keep going. I have 2 more questions that I've been asked. Again, if you have any questions so far about the workshop, about the course, if you're still on the fence and you need clear clarification, you need to clear something up for you, then ask away and I'll be answering your questions, or you can just DM me or email me, for the rest of today or throughout tomorrow before doors close tomorrow at midnight. So what kind of materials do I need? And that is, what kind of materials do you need for natural dyeing in general? Most of them are very easy to find. Most of them are kitchen utensils. So it's nothing out of this world. And then there are certain supplies that you do, you can get, depending on where you are in the world, some supplies you can get pretty easily in either, how do you call them? Drugstores, not drugstores, pharmacies, the chemist, or in certain supermarkets you can even find them, or other materials you may need to get through natural dye supplier. But everyone in the workshop, and you can even find this in my blog, it's not this one is not a secret. I've got a list of different places that sell dye supplies all around the world. So regardless of where you are in the world, I'll tell you where you can find your stuff. And in the workshop, I do also give you some alternatives to some of the equipment. So if something is too expensive or too hard to find, you will get alternatives, so you can still carry on with your dye practice. So don't let the materials be a limiting factor. Definitely, it'll But yeah, again, everything is relatively very easy to find at home. And a big one, I guess, to finish off, if there's no more questions, a big one, and this is, I always get this question regardless of, even if it's for this workshop or for whatever I teach, I always get this question. And it is, will you teach me how to create this color? Or how do you do this color? Or what color will this plant give me? This is a common one. People always want to know, want to have certainty. In the workshop, I do go over certain dye stuffs that'll give you certain specific colors because they are historical dye sources, like indigo, for blues, cochineal for, pinks, reds, oranges, purples. So those are like definite historical sources. Weld for yellows. So those are kind of definite. The other kind of part of the workshop is that I do encourage you to find your local color palette, because we all live in different places. We all have access to different dye sources. We also have access to different ingredients, for example, avocado, this tree is an avocado, is a very easy dye plant to find for almost everyone these days. But if you live in Ireland like I do, it's not necessarily common to find it. We get it in the supermarket, but it's not a common plant. Whereas if you live somewhere like Mexico, avocado is super easy to find. So it's the same with other dye stuffs. So I also encourage you to find your own color palette and to discover the color sources around you. And there's a guide around how to forage and how to determine what is a good dye source and which one isn't. So there's a lot of careful kind of instructions to allow you to discover your color palette in a way that doesn't feel like you don't know what you're doing. It's still a discovery journey for you, because I can't be there and tell you about every single dye source wherever you live. But you will do it in a way that is guided, in a way that feels like you know what you're doing. And again, you can also always ask me questions. You can always get support either in the Zoom sessions or in the forum of the workshop. So yeah, I hope that answered that question. Yeah, how do I get this color? Well, it depends. But also on that question, I have not announced this before, I'm going to be adding another bonus to the workshop. So an additional bonus, which you will get if you sign up, it's the Rainbow Roadmap. And this is basically, it's a PDF guide, and it'll give you a roadmap of how to achieve, specific color. So basically, depending on the outcome you want, I want yellow, I want blue, I want pink, I want whatever, depending on the outcome you want, I will give you a path on how to achieve it and my recommendation of the process you should do. So which processes you should do in which order to achieve your desired outcome. And that is a brand new bonus. I'm only announcing it right now. It's not even on the sales page yet. It's a brand. I'm just announcing it. You're getting the premiere, and this will be added to anyone who's already purchased the workshop or anyone who purchases it before tomorrow at midnight. So the Rainbow Roadmap, because basically the way the workshop is structured is it'll guide you through step by step how to do each of the processes in a way that kind of builds up on previous knowledge. So you get how to prepare your fabric, how do you dye with plants, which is kind of like the easiest way. And then once you have mastered that, you can go to how to dye with cochineal, which is a bit of a harder process. And then you go to how to dye with indigo, which for me and for many dyers is considered kind of it's not hard, but it's, it requires that you have certain previous experience and you understand what's happening. So it's built in a way that builds up on previous knowledge. Whereas once you kind of understand all these processes and you have the Rainbow Roadmap, then you can just decide, if I want to do this color, the best way to do this is to do this in this order. I hope that was clear. But that's an extra bonus that I'm only announcing now. So those are the questions I've had so far. And I think, we've gone over 20 minutes. So that's great. If you have any other questions, shoot them now, or send me an email or send me a DM and I'll be answering your questions. But I really hope you will join. I'm very excited about this iteration. Honestly, I think it's going to be so much fun. I'm really excited about the community aspect of it, because I've changed the format a little bit to make it more engaging and to make you feel like you've got a community and you've got a support group and you've got me more involved in you've got me more involved in the process there, kind of guiding you. So even though it's pre-recorded, it has a much bigger community aspect than previous iterations of the workshop. So I really hope you will join, because it's going to be so nice. And I want to give this course kind of a really nice farewell, because it's been very rewarding. So I want this last iteration to be the best one so far. So hopefully you will join and you will start transforming your wardrobe and your art supplies with color from nature, because it's super rewarding. So thank you everyone for coming, and don't forget, the doors close tomorrow at midnight Irish time. So don't delay if you feel the calling to cultivate a creative practice that is aligned with your personal values. Thank you, everyone. And this will stay recorded, by the way, so you can rewatch later. Thank you.